on, guys? So you heard the news. Elon Musk is being sued for, I guess, a Dogecoin Ponzi scheme. Big headline news, getting a little bit out of control. Now, I'm making the videos like this because I've been very busy. I'm watching my babies over there, so excuse me if they scream in the background. They're very excited about cryptocurrency. But my thesis has pretty much stayed the same. I know there's a lot of people saying that the bottom has been reached at 20K. I don't think this is true. I think it's getting pretty nasty. I'm gonna say it again. I've said it like a couple of times. I don't care what altcoin you guys ask me of. All you gotta do is take your ruler, go to the exact top of any altcoin, go down about 90% plus, and that is when I'll start DCAing. Now, what I'm thinking in my head is very simple. Top 3 altcoins. I don't know if I wanna say it, but Bitcoin obviously, is gonna definitely come back for a fact. Ethereum's pretty much gonna come back. I think my good risk to reward altcoin is ADA, and then DOT might be in that category too. So Polkadot, those are what I'm looking at to dollar cost average into, but I'm not gonna touch DOT. Like, it's mostly gonna be Bitcoin, Ethereum, and ADA. And ADA will be my risk play. I like the community, I like what they're doing. I like how they're a different layer one. But just a couple thoughts on what's going on with Elon. Look, man, they're gonna come for everything in crypto at this point. Now that we're down, they're gonna try to, kick us while we're down, right? So when it rains, it pours. And, we got 2 major events that happened, right? The stablecoin peg, and on Luna lost its UST, lost its peg. This is devastating, by the way. See, she even knows it. Also, we had, of course, Celsius. Now, there's a lot of FUD. I don't know if it's real news. A lot of people are saying the crypto mafia got like front run by Celsius. So there's like this huge kind of like financial warfare of front running and different things. If you don't understand how like MEV bots, and if you guys, there's a lot of people that are lost in crypto that don't really get it. But there's like bots. There's like financial bot wars out there on the Ethereum main chain and in multi-chain in different areas. And a big thing, it's like a liquidity war. So, there's like a big crypto mafia, and I'm not gonna point out any names, but from my understanding, they're just trying to make as much money as they possibly can. And if they don't make money, they're going to attack back. And essentially they attack Celsius. That is like kind of like a theory. I don't know if it's true at all. But at the end of the day, we're getting a lot of narratives being spread about Celsius. For some reason, a lot of people want to take down Celsius. So I wouldn't be surprised if it's an organized group. Again, this is all speculation. I have no idea. I'm just telling you what I'm reading on the internet. Maybe it's because Celsius is insolvent. That's another theory. So maybe, they just weren't good on their balance sheet and they've been overextended and taking advantage. The whole Celsius debacle is up in the air. It's all speculation at this point and no one really knows. So I did want to address that a little bit. But look, maybe Elon Musk is a third exit scam. Maybe they come for all of his businesses. Maybe they try to take him down. Maybe this is the perfect excuse because there's a lot of people that hated what Elon Musk has been doing for a long time, and they're going to use the Dogecoin. They're suing him for like $258 billion or something like that. In my head, the way I look at it is that I take it from a foundational thing. There's kind of 2 big fronts of war right now, okay? 2 big war fronts. The first one is social currency. So this is like the narrative and the perspectives and, how you change people's minds, right? What are people thinking about? And then there's the second one, which is financial. And this is obviously who has the most resources, right? So essentially Elon is at the top of both of those. This is essentially why he tried to take over Twitter. Because it'll give him a huge advantage when it comes to narratives, right? And being able to spread his narratives. So look, however you want to cut it, there's big people with a lot of money and big people with a lot of narrative. They're going at it right now. They're going now. And crypto seems to be crossed. Oh my God. They're going at it. Look, they're going at it right here. They're over there fighting. Look. It's crazy. It seems like crypto is in the crossfire. They're all risk-on assets are doing kind of bad right now. And being that crypto is so new, they're going to use it. They're calling it like a Ponzi, Dogecoin a Ponzi. Look, everything's a Ponzi. Like, if you understand how the Federal Reserve works, it's all a Ponzi. Ponzi is just a name to discredit things, right? And it just depends on which Ponzi stays up the longest is the point, right? The Federal Reserve is a Ponzi itself, but it's given credibility by the government, so you can't call it a Ponzi. So it's all perception, right? Once you start educating yourself and exiting this matrix that they built, all of this, all these things that they gave you when you're in school, to basically indoctrinate you into the system, then you start realizing that it's all essentially the same. The laws, all of these man-made rules, all of these things, these guys don't follow the law. If you guys really think about it, politicians, even the government, they don't follow the law. People with big money, they don't follow the law. And I'm not saying I'm like a lawless person. Obviously, there's a lot of laws put there for the right reason. I'm just telling you that there is no borders for these people. They will do whatever they want. They will try to attack Elon as much as they possibly can. They're going to attack anything that's not in their self-interest to gain more power, which is in the form of currency and social currency. That is what power is: currency and social currency. The people that control the minds of people have power, and the people that control resources have power. Because guess what? Both of those move people, right? If you guys haven't realized it by now, the game is trying to get as many people on your side as possible. That's the game. And the way you do that is by either paying someone or convincing them, right? So that's the game. How many humans, like who can control the most humans? And it's sad, but that's essentially what's happening on a bigger level. Now, this is like a deep talk, and maybe I'm getting a little bit too advanced. We're definitely not even talking about Elon Musk anymore. This is like a little rant. But hey, man, this is kind of the truth. This is the way the game is right now. It's who can amass the most power. So look after yourself, look after your family. I highly suggest taking losses, taking profits, whatever the case is. I would say that, selling around 30K BTC, all of your assets, the way I did, I didn't sell at 30K, but I was screaming to tell us I sold a little bit higher. I was telling people, this is kind of like the last time where I can confidently say sell. Obviously it's not financial advice, but now it's a little bit harder for me to say sell because, as it goes down, the risk of it bouncing back, it's not risk, but as it goes down, the potential of it bouncing back up gets higher and higher. So even though in my head, I still believe we're falling below 20K BTC and there is more room to fall, it's harder for me to say that as a general statement for the public. Now, if you want specifics, go to my course, The Fundamental Secrets. This is where I can tell you all the secrets without look, I gotta tell you guys the truth all over the internet. I'm gonna be real, but sometimes I can't tell you all the truth, just because I gotta protect myself. So, get through that payment gateway, and I teach you all the strategies, how to become financially independent. Because at the end of the day, I've always called myself, I'm a profit maxi. That's what I'm here for. I'm a profit maximalist. And I realized I gotta change that because profit is not the foundational meaning. What it really is I'm a freedom maximalist. I'm a freedom maximalist. I talked about this on my live stream. That is what I'm doing. I am trying to help as many people as possible achieve financial independence, which is freedom, essentially. Whatever form that looks for you, I don't care your religion, I don't care your beliefs, I don't care what background you came from, your color, I don't care your gender, I just don't care. At the end of the day, I was put on this planet Earth to help mankind. And the way I'm gonna do that is through freedom. So that's the movement in my head. And right now, crypto is still the best place to do it. Don't miss out on this opportunity. There's going to be all these shiny objects. Something else is going to go belly up. Maybe it's Elon Musk's company. That's a sign. Maybe it's Elon Musk. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's another centralized exchange. I've been screaming about it on Twitter. Hey, get off centralized exchanges because, guys, this is the most foundational, simple concept. I've been teaching it for almost 5 years now. If you don't own your cryptocurrency keys, it's not your crypto. So get it off the exchange. We've already seen Celsius go down. They're attacking each other. Don't get caught in the crossfires. Take your money off the centralized entities. If the centralized entities are attacking each other, take your money off the centralized entities. That's common sense. And the thing is that everybody's like, oh, Alex, stop fudding. If you don't have any news that the centralized exchange is going to go down, stop fudding. But it's who cares? It's just slightly inconvenient to have your money off the exchange. It's like a couple, 10, 15 bucks to take your money off the exchange. If you want to trade, just send the amount that you want to trade on the exchange. And then I know I'm going to open up a can of worms because they're oh, but I'm trading my whole entire stack. And it's well, you shouldn't be trading your whole entire stack. And then it gets into risk management. And look, the whole strategy is on my YouTube for free, as well as, definitely clearly pointed out in the Fundamental Secrets. Look, I'm not trying to get too much into it. I know I keep saying it. I'm going to make more educational videos. I'm going to jump on a screen share. I just got back from Jamaica, and then I went to Consensus 2022, and then I had some stuff with the business. So I'm just trying to recalibrate my life. I'm still going to upload. I'm still going to be dropping content, but really there's not much to talk about. What I want to talk about now really is just the Federal Reserve, actually, let's talk about it, right? So we did have that live stream in my group. That's a good point. I should just be talking about Bitcoin and the Federal Reserve at this point, because all coins, you guys know the blanket statement for me. The blanket statement for me on all coins is that thing's coming down. All coins are coming down. I don't care what altcoin it is. But for the Federal Reserve, the exact thing I said was going to happen happened. 8.6% high inflation. They're not going to stop. 0.75 basis points. They're not going to stop hawkish Fed policy. It's going to continue to decrease spending, and it's going to be catastrophic for everything. They were saying wild stuff. There's no signs of lowered inflation. Jerome Powell is a clown. You guys know. I think that. Follow me on Twitter. I'm like way more active there because I'm like on the move so much. And, the Twitter is so easy for me to just pop in stuff. And it's just as fun. It's definitely just as fun. But yeah, that's my 2 cents, man. It has not changed. This hawkish Fed policy is going to put more pressure on the economy. And everybody was asking, are you going to go into a recession? I'm not trying to force recession, but decreasing spending does that. Historically, if you look at, what hawkish Fed policy does, every single time we go into aggressive hawkish Fed policy, the way it's happening now, we see definitely a recession or a depression. Sometimes the system breaks and we go into a full-on, massive catastrophic event like the 2008 housing market crash. And that could very likely happen. The tensions are high, man. Like, look at the world we're in. Think about like 2 years ago, 3 years. I can't even say 2 years. I'm talking about 3 years ago, right? Think about 3 years ago, how we lived. And then after this big black swan event that happened in 2020 with the masks, I don't want to say the name. After that happened and all the misinformation, it's not even here anymore. Look at all of that. Like, look at all of the stress that was built up with these people. I was one of the people that I was maybe I got COVID a couple times, but I was one of the people that was like chill about it. But like no one's kind of talking about it at this point. It's gone because exactly what I said. Yeah, this event's bad, right? The virus is bad, but what's really bad is the economy. And now the economy is catching up. Now everybody's mind is like, yo, what's gonna happen to my food? Food's getting expensive. Look at food. Look at the cost of food. Everything's happening exactly how we said it. It's just taking a little bit longer to play out. So tap in, stay in tune, like the video, subscribe to the channel. I'm going to continue to update you guys unbiased with as much honesty and integrity as I possibly can throughout all of my days, whether they're like this, whether it's on a screen share, whether it's a full-on movie like you guys seen me do before with all those skits. My goal, again, is to spread as much positivity and love to everybody as I possibly can until everybody that watches my channel becomes financially free. And it's never been a better time to understand your finances and education because they are using that to your advantage. But at this point, man, it's a perception warfare too. Education, finance, perception, money, those two energies, there is a huge war out there. And you need to protect yourself. You need to have the armor to protect yourself from this massive battle that's about to happen. Well, it's already not about to happen. It's been happening for so long. Pay attention, get out of your bubble, educate yourself, read books, do the hard stuff, cut off your bad habits. I've been running. I'm on day 35 out of 67, 2 miles every single day. Do these things, you'll become a superhuman and you'll be able to attract money at will. You'll be able to make money anytime you want. You would develop a system for yourself, just like me. You guys know my system. You know how I make money. And it'll be a beautiful situation for you. You'll live your hero's journey and it'll actually work out. If you're not willing to sacrifice, then what you want is going to become a sacrifice. I know it's a corny thing, but everything you do bad, everything you know cooped up in your head, I don't care if you think it's completely irrelevant. Like, Alex, what does smoking a cigarette have to do with my success? Hey, Alex, what does not working out have to do with my success? I'm telling you right now, all of it, every little cooped up skeleton in your closet is the reason why you're broke, not financially free, and not free in general. That is the reason. The whole entire game is simply going through all of these demons and destroying them one by one, essentially till you have no more demons plaguing your heart so that you can truly be who you're supposed to be. That's the game. And if you don't believe that, well, my goal here is to convince you every single day through my actions, not just my words. A lot of people talking out there, they talk way too much. Just because you say it a million times does not mean it's true. You can try to convince people as many times as you want, but your actions are what speak everything. Your energy is what speaks everything. And this is why a lot of people don't want to see me shine, because I'm gravitating on all of them. and I'm actually doing the things that are hard and showing the evidence of everything. That's I think a huge thing that a lot of people avoid in the cryptocurrency space. Look at other people's channels. Like, I'll give you the cryptocurrency news, I give you everything, but then I actually show you my life. Please tell me somebody else that does this. It's because they're hiding. They're hiding from something. And when somebody got something to hide, I don't know. There's way too many anonymous figures in crypto. But yeah, it is what it is. That's it for this video. If you like the quality of this content, hit like. If you don't, leave some constructive criticism. Subscribe for more video updates. And like I always say, if you don't get with it, you will get left behind. Catch you guys in the next video.